Happy Monday! Well, okay, this is technically yesterday's video, so I really wish I was saying Happy Sunday instead, but, well, this is where we are. I did do the drawing last night, though. It was just, like, almost 11 p.m. by the time I finished recording everything. At that point, I knew there was no way I could get everything edited and posted by midnight. So rather than torture myself by staying up crazy late like I feel like I have been every day the last few days, I got a wonderful good night's rest. This drawing is so far the one that's taken me the longest to complete. The others were all around an hour long, maybe a little less here and there, not including the sketch time. The sketches themselves, they usually don't take me very long. I'm comfortable with pencil, and so those tend to be pretty quick and relaxing. I usually will whip out like 3 or 4 days at a time, and then I have them ready to go for each day for the coloring. But not this one. The sketch alone took me over an hour with like lots of whining and groaning that my poor husband had to listen to. And then for the actual recording, the coloring took me, I think like about an hour and like 20 or 30 minutes. I took a break to say goodnight to my kids and get them to bed and everything. And then doing the line art, which as much as that's usually the most nerve-wracking part of the process, I'd also say it's like the quickest part for me. But this time it took me at least another 30 minutes. And so yeah, at that point I was pooped and just ready to go to sleep. Of course, I shouldn't be surprised it took me this long, just because not only was this drawing the longest, but definitely it's also been the hardest one that I've done so far. I'd say my greatest art weaknesses fall into 2 categories. Anything super geometric or mechanical. And this drawing was like a little bit of both. Not so much geometric. Like I didn't have to do too much like perspective or anything like that. Just as long as you don't look too closely to make sure that the proportions are accurate. If you're new to my videos at all, I've been challenging myself to complete the October drawing challenge created by Ocean and Space called Cute Girltober. It's where every day this month I have the privilege and honor of drawing a cute girl. So basically I'm living the dream. For day 12, the theme was Techwear. I definitely could have gone way more simple for the concept, but once I had the idea to draw Samus from Metroid Prime, I was doomed. I partially blame my husband. I think he may have suggested it first. This whole process, he's been so excited about it, and it's made me want to draw it, which is such a scam because without his influence, I definitely wouldn't have ever chosen this on my own. I could have done like a simple little gun girl or like sci-fi looking visor type thing, but no! Here I am drawing a full body mech suit because I just like the satisfaction that comes from seeing my cute stinky husband's face light up. But drawing Samus in her mech suit like this actually worked in my favor in a lot of ways. One, it pushed me and helped me to grow a lot, and I did have to put in quite a bit extra thought into my color choices. I even had to like practice ahead of time with a little doodle which I used for the thumbnail of this. It was also really refreshing to take a break from drawing hair and skin. Shading facial features is one of my favorite parts of coloring, but it's really nice to do something different every once in a while, and once I got rolling, I did have a lot of fun with the colors for this one. My reference and just the colors in Metroid Prime in general are a lot darker and more muted and just moody to fit the game's vibe and overall aesthetic. And so with the colors that I have, I had to find a way to make it work and still look really good and recognizable as Samus, while simultaneously being much brighter than the original colors. When I had first done the sketch in my sketchbook, her body was kind of off-centered and I ended up with this awkward gap and spacing at the bottom of the page. I considered a couple of things to fill up that space, like maybe trying to write out her name or the Metroid Prime logo or something, but I worried then that all of that would just look really dumb, or I don't know, just bad if I did it, and I wasn't confident about it. But then I thought, oh, I can make the whole drawing kind of like a comic page and just draw out a panel of her eyes and show a little bit of her expression beneath the helmet. This way too, I still felt like I was drawing a cute girl, and so it just, I don't know, it kind of tied everything together and made it a lot more enjoyable and motivating for me. I do have a confession. While I am pretty familiar with the Metroid Prime games, I come forward today as a fraud. I've never actually played any of them before. And to be honest, the extent of my knowledge of Samus as a character all comes from her being in Super Smash Bros. Specifically Ultimate. I had a phase where Zero Suit Samus was my main. I got like semi-decently good with her. I think I mostly just liked playing her though because she's a pretty girl. When I was whining about how hard her armor suit is to draw, my husband suggested I draw Zero Suit Samus instead, but I don't know, it just didn't feel as exciting, so I'm glad that I stuck it out. I also think Dark Samus is super cool, and I almost considered drawing her that way too, But with my color options that I have, just the OG Metroid Prime suit felt best and like what I could most comfortably work with. Once I got the kids to bed, I was really excited to finish this up and do the line art. I used to do a lot of ink work in high school, and I don't know, since then, and maybe just with digital art, my hands just don't feel steady anymore, and my line work feels really shaky. And so not having to do, I guess, like human facial features and hair was a nice break, because for some reason, I don't know, this felt a lot easier to line out than some of my other drawings. Plus, this part was just so satisfying. I feel like once I was able to do the line art and start really defining all the different parts of her armor, it really just helped the colors and everything to really pop. I also think that because she's not, I'm not drawing a human form, it kind of gave me some flexibility where if things weren't accurate or something was like a little bit off, unless any of you are like super huge Metroid fans and like really experts on her outfit and her suit, then I'm sure you'd tell me that, oh yeah, this is wrong and this is wrong. But I think to like the standard person, you're like, oh yeah, it looks good, because it's not a human body. We don't have these, what is it, like the uncanny valley, where if things look a little bit too unnatural or a certain way, then it looks weird to us. But because I'm doing like this fancy like mech armor outfit, I don't know, I can get away with doing certain things and certain details that maybe realistically wouldn't make sense. Once I did get to the part where I was lining out, you know, the eyes and a little bit of her hair and face, like it did get shaky there, and I was so mad. I messed up in a couple parts doing like the little box, but at least with the white pen I was able to mostly go over it and cover those. And here she is all finished. She still looks cute, right? Overall, it's not perfect, but I am pretty happy with how it turned out. This was a little bit of a longer video too, and so I really appreciate anybody who stuck around and watched it all. Thank you so much for your support and watching these videos, and I look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Hello. I'm at soccer practice right now for my son, and it's freezing, but I just wanted to pop in and say I think this is going to be my last full-length video for, I don't know, indefinitely, I guess, for these Cute Girltober challenges. I'll still be drawing every day, and I'll post the shorts every day, but doing these full-length videos is just taking too much time that I don't have right now. I need to finish up commissions still and all the other drawings, and I don't want to fall behind. So yeah, I'm a little bit sad, but I mean, I'll still post the shorts and I'll still be drawing, but I wanted to thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back again soon though with more full-length videos. But yeah, anyways, bye-bye, good night, thank you.